Hey guys, what is up? It's Legion of Gaming here, and today we are back with another episode of our Mass Effect Legendary Edition playthrough on Insanity difficulty. In the last episode, we completed the first part of the Virmire mission, which was the part where we're driving around in the Mako, as well as passing the infamous speech check with Rex and having the conversation where you can actually end up killing him on Virmire. So, in this part of the Let's Play, we're going to go ahead and hopefully finish up the rest of the Virmire mission here. We already talked to the commander over here where you can sell stuff, so we're just going to go ahead and get on back over here and talk to Captain Kirrahe.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
You've got a plan?
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
That sounds difficult.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
He's right.
It does sound a bit risky. Is there no other way?
No, but I think we can work around that. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
You'll all be killed.
It's a good idea, but your people are going to get slaughtered.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
Good idea.
We'll need someone who knows Alliance communication protocols.
I volunteer, Commander.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Salarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Take Ashley.
Williams, you'll accompany the captain. No heroics, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
So you can investigate and ask them about these questions and that stuff, but ultimately you're not going to get too much information. So I always just get on into it. It does not matter who you send with them, Kaiden or Ashley. You can send whoever you want to send, because it's not really going to affect anything that happens on the actual mission. It's mostly going to be affected by what you're doing on your part of the mission. So let's go.
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything stupid while I'm gone, LT. You too, Commander.
We'll be fine. You'll see.
Yeah, good luck.
Be ready.
It's a dangerous situation. Keep your eyes open and be ready for anything.
You bet, Commander.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The silent step who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the ever alert who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Rachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
So usually a sentence like I've been saying, I like to keep a pretty balanced layout. I usually go with Liara and Garrus, but like I said, I also like Rick, so sometimes I'll randomly toss him in on other missions.
Comm check. Do you read me, Commander?
Affirmative.
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
So, what they're talking about there is you can go and look in whenever you see something marked like this on your map, even though it doesn't necessarily have the plot point right here, that's basically going to be the hint that, hey, these are the spots that you want to be going to, and making sure that you take them out, because it'll just help out with their part of the mission.
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. Williams, with B-14. Manovai, Kieto teams, move. Time to get some attention.
Manovai is under coordinated crossfire. Check for long-range turrets helping the Geth target.
All clear.
Negative contact, Shepard.
And there's going to be another one down under here.
Lost shields!
Let's go ahead and just pull our pistol out. And as always with these destroyers here, just go ahead and do your usual overload, sabotage, all that good stuff.
We should see if that outpost has any useful information.
And so then right here,
Area secure.
now that you've disrupted their communications, and you will get more Paragon sorry, each time that you go and do something on your side of the mission that makes it easier for the other team. And you know, you'll have the usual loot and things like that. That's gonna be all you have over here. Gonna go ahead and swap on back to the sniper rifle. And there'll just be a few, you know, guys
Something
scattered
scrambled. They're
about
targeting.
everywhere.
We got a shot. Chief Williams, take the heat off Manovai.
Perimeter secured.
Nothing over that way.
They're calling SAT strikes. Jayeto, watch for comm stations. Williams, can you see anything?
So for the SAT strikes, you just shoot that, and that takes care of those. And as you can see, there is a Krogan over there, as well as another Geth. So we're just gonna take him out from back here.
That's the last of them.
And so then, as you can see, the Krogan kind of ducked further away, so we can't see him from back here, but in case you didn't know that you could go over there and take out the satellite uplink from that far away, they do give you the plot point right here.
Hostile contact.
Incident, in case you're worried that you're missing anything to help them out. You're really not. You can come over here and clear out some extra guys for more experience, but just make sure that you go to the refueling platform afterwards as well. And they do give you a decent amount of like first aid stations and stuff like that in case you're having a little bit more difficulty.
Aircraft heading to perimeter stations to recharge. Bunker up before they come back.
There's that one, and there will be another enemy over here. This is the refueling station. Can do it pretty easy if you just come over here and shoot the fuel tanks. It'll get most of them to like half health, so that way you can go ahead and just do your overload. Recommendation is always go slow over here so that way you're not getting one shot by the rocket drones. And there you go. So you got even more Paragon there.
All targets eliminated.
If you want, you can come around that way, but if you go around that way, then some of the flyers go away, and so then you won't actually destroy all of them because they'll go back and start attacking the Salarian squad again. So it's really better for you to just go that way and just kind of take it slow. And then up here, there's some Krogan. Up those stairs, there's also a little upgrade kit right here that you can get.
Let's take them out.
Go. Easy as that.
We got them all, Shepard.
And so those are going to be all the things that you can do to try to help the squad out there. And now you can come on over here. Personally, I recommend taking out all of these little force fields because there's going to be guys over there and you're not going to want to have to worry about hitting the force field when you're trying to hit one of them. Now granted, you can use it for cover as well, but so you got those two over there, then there's another one over here. Krogan, I think he usually goes and ducks over this way.
Air threat has not materialized. We may be getting some help from Shadow.
And then as you saw there pop up on our screen, we've also got another sniper over there, which we also knew just by our little mini-map still being jammed over here. So there you go. And then you also heard Kirrahe say the air threat hadn't materialized. He's talking about the drones there. There is a crate over here that we can go ahead and loot, just to give us a little bit more. And then after that, we are back over here. There's a safe on the wall.
Shadow team must be getting close. Hold the line, men. Hold the line.
And there you go. Got another medical exoskeleton. So I know that we already have that Mark 9 there. I just want to make sure that she does, which she does not. So let's go ahead and get it on there for her. And then for Garrus. Yeah, so he's all good. Let's do the squad level ups here. So got Master Immunity now. Then for Liara, like I was saying, Lift is kind of like, it's okay, it's a little bit better in Mass Effect 2, but in this one, I kind of just don't prioritize it all that much, and we really don't want to put points into first aid, so at this point nothing we really do is doing all that much, so I just kind of put points into stasis, so that way it can, you know, recharge a little bit faster. Like we were talking about before, the Garrus AI is real terrible with sniper rifles, so not really any point in you putting any more points into there. So we're just going to keep doing dampening, so that way we can take away the enemy abilities for a short amount of time. And if you do end up not doing all those things over there, and you lose Kirrahe, then Ashley or Kaiden, whoever you send with the Salarian squad, will come over and be given those directions and voice lines, as opposed to Kirrahe, who was the one you heard doing it right now. And so then right here, you can go and either set off alarms on their side of the base, or you can, you know, deactivate yours, or you can just go through and play it as is. Personally, I always just go through and play it as is, because I'm just always trying to save everybody, because I'm a goody-goody,
We've got access to base security. We should be able to cut the alarms from here. Might even be able to trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear out the guards for us, but they might be too much for the Salarian teams to handle.
They've got enough trouble.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
And then we're gonna just be on the pistol here, because as you can see, there's a lot of guys, so... we're just gonna do ourselves a favor. Overload. And whoop. So like as you can see, I think it only takes away like if you set the alarms up on the other side of the base, I think it'll like get rid of one of the juggernauts maybe, so that way it's just the
captain mentioned it was.
those indoctrinated, which like Liara was saying is just the Salarians there that were a part of the infiltration team that was sent in to investigate. So right here. 'Overload. Sabotage. 'Overload. 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 'Overlo because this guy can, you know, shoot big bolts at us. 1,000 experience, not too shabby. There will be multiple intelligence reports that you can go ahead and get. One's a Saren, one is Salarian. I just always go ahead and get it just because, again, it's more experience, so why would you not?
Hello? Is someone out there?
Give a little ground, Williams. You don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
Alright. So, you can go over this way real quick. We're just gonna go back and override this thing. Ain't nobody got time for that. So you can come right here, and you can investigate these.
I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Are you okay?
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Private Mano Savata of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, sir. Captured well on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, sir. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I'd say anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
Are you fit to fight?
Can you help me, or will I be carrying you out of here?
I'll be at your back every step of the way. I just need to get out of here and away from that incessant whispering. They piped it in for days now.
Something is not right here, Shepard.
I can't just leave him.
If we don't let him out, he's as good as dead. You have to do something.
Yes, leaving me here would be bad. Very bad. It's too small and the noise just... I need to get out.
Set him free.
Yes, sir. I should be. I hear them over and over. Why are they repeated when they're so simple? So damn simple!
Now it gets fun.
So, what that's supposed to be showing you is a little bit of the indoctrination there, the voices that they're talking about, and that's something that becomes more and more prevalent and you learn more and more about it as the series progresses. So I'm not gonna do too much of a deep dive into it, we'll do it a little bit later. But there's actually like entire theories based around indoctrination and things like that. In case you don't know, where there's like an entire theory basically saying that all of this is just Shepard being indoctrinated by the beacon that was back on Eden Prime, I believe. Or no, sorry, the indoctrination theory is like mostly Mass Effect 3, where they are talking about at a certain part of the game something happens, and from that point on it's just you dreaming. So you can go this way if you want as well and just do a little bit more exploring, but really that's just gonna get you right on down here. And then, you know, you've just got more guys here. So if you want, you can go and open it up and let them out, but it's just gonna be the same thing as the other guy. So I just interacted with the other one knowing what was gonna happen because I wanted you guys to see it. Normally I don't interact with it just because I'd rather not be killing those guys, even though it is free experience, just because to me that's not something that my character would do once he's aware of it. And the situation, what's going on. For this, you can just come on over here and grab this, and then the doctors here are gonna bring the husks around there. Because obviously they are trying to go and research indoctrination
What is going on
and the
here?
effects
Where
that
are
it
the
has
guards?
on people.
Where is Saren? No, stay back. This is important work. This is the glorious salvation of my species.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use Unity. And I guess we'll just switch to
You
this
will
segment.
not destroy the work we have started.
Go a little faster. But it did not. And then we'll go ahead and use Metagel, even though they already went down. It's not really going to affect things or make them all that more difficult for us. Because it's really not that too hard of a fight, but you know, you do have to take them out before this door over here is going to unlock. And there you go. You cannot interact or anything like that with those. You can interact with this medical station down here. And go ahead and decrypt it. And now we are on to the next part. Kind of how it continues for the rest of the mission, is you're just kind of going through Saren's little base here.
That's the last of them.
And so then you can see we got somebody over here.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
Calm down.
I'm not going to hurt you. Who are you?
Granathanoptis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
What are you talking about?
I thought this was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds. At least that's what I assumed. Saren kept us in the dark as much as possible.
You helped him and you do not even know why?
I didn't have the option of negotiating. This position is a little more permanent than I had expected. But I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
Tell me about your research.
What were you studying here?
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal. Undetectable, but it's there. I've seen the effects. Saren uses it to influence his followers, to control them. It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave, like the Salarian test subjects. But there's collateral damage, too.
Collateral damage?
What do you mean by collateral damage?
Sovereign's signal is too strong. Spend too much time near the ship and you feel it, like a tingle at the back of the skull. It's like a whisper you can't quite hear. You're compelled to do things, but you don't know why. You just obey. Eventually, you just stop thinking for yourself. It happens to everyone at the facility. My first test subject was the man I replaced. Now I just want to get out of here before it happens to me.
What about Sovereign's signal?
Tell me more about this signal.
Signal's not exactly the right word. There's some kind of energy field emanating from the ship. It changes thought patterns. Over time, days, maybe a week, it weakens your will. You become easier to manipulate and control, but it's a degenerative condition. There's a balance between control and usefulness. The less freedom a subject maintains, the less capable it becomes.
What's Saren's interest in this?
Why is Saren researching this? Isn't he the one controlling it?
The signal comes from the ship. It makes us obey Saren, but I don't think he controls it. Not exactly. I think he's scared it might be affecting him. Indoctrination is subtle. By the time the effects become noticeable, it's usually too late.
You're free to go.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Ah!
You enjoyed that, Commander.
So that kind of just explains a little bit about indoctrination. Like I was talking about, there's a whole indoctrination theory for the end of the game. When you get to the third game in the series. But that just gives you a little bit more information, a little bit more context, and it tells us, you know, a little bit about Sovereign, because that's the ship that we saw at Eden Prime that was taken off at the very beginning of the game. And you know, the whole time everybody has been thinking, including us, that Saren's the one that's in control of everything. But it's starting to sound like he might not actually be as in control as we think. It might just be something else. So then come up to the elevator.
Commander, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Just like Gareth said, we got another beacon right here, so we're gonna go ahead and interact with it. Hopefully this one doesn't blow up and put us on our butt like the last one. Cue sinister music. And now you notice that there's a distinct red glow on the control panel up here.
This is not good.
You don't say.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I do not think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
The ship?
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You could not have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
I don't stand alone.
There is an entire galaxy of races united and ready to face you.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
I don't understand.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They are harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
So, this is kind of like the big reveal of the game when you go and meet Sovereign and find out that, you know, really it's not just a Reaper ship, it's an actual, you know, Reaper, and it's one of the, what I think was really interesting things that they did with the game, where they just kind of hinted at it before now, and then they kind of just give you this big grand reveal in this situation, which is one of the reasons that I actually like the Vermeer mission so much. But let's keep on going with this conversation. Why are you doing this?
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Who created you?
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Are there more of you?
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
I will stop you.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine. And machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the Vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
What's wrong, Joker?
Hit me, Joker.
That ship's Sovereign? It's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way, and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console is no longer functioning. Ideas, Commander Shepard?
We're done here.
Let's head to the breeding facility. Joker can pick us up after we set the nuke.
So, there you have it, guys. The Reapers are the ones wiping everybody out like it's been suggested, and it's actually not Saren that is in charge, it would appear. It appears that it's actually the ship.
Enemy sighted.
The Geth are turning from your position,
You're just gonna keep on
Looks like
pushing
Shadow
and
picked a
clearing
sensitive
through
spot.
here.
Williams, head them off. Hold them.
And so now this is dropped down, and obviously now there's going to be a lot more resistance because Sovereign has sent out the communication that we're here.
Shutting them down.
And now they're trying to keep us from getting to the breeding facility, which is on the other side of the base. As you can see, these guys are pretty tanky, so if you're able to just go and use your sniper rifle, I highly recommend it if you're being an infiltrator or a soldier, because as you can see, 3 shots is a lot easier than emptying all those rounds from your pistol into it, even though we do have a very high damage pistol. Now, this next part right here that we're coming up on can be a little tricky, so I definitely recommend that you take it slow, because there's gonna just be a lot of enemies everywhere, as well as the drones. So as long as you take it slow, it's really not that bad, but if you kind of just bum rush into the middle of it, it can be a little bit rough. Kind of like back on Therum when you have to fight that armature and it kind of makes you run in there with just that one little bit of cover. If you just stay out here, and you can already see there that one of them's right there, so that's one. There's the AA gun that we're supposed to be trying to take out. So, right there. And then he should stand back up, I believe.
That turret could punch some nasty holes.
Either just wait for him to keep jumping back over there and take him out, or you can focus on the Krogan and on the drone over here and just, you know, worry about him afterwards, because really he's not going to do too much damage to you. Most of the time, as long as you get, you know, you're not getting lit up by 3 or 4 of those guys, they won't do too much. Because the thing that actually makes them most effective is when they hit you with that sabotage while everybody else is trying to move in on your position. But like I said, as long as you just take it slow, it's really not going to be too bad. And then remember, unless you just have super high shields, if you get hit by one of those rockets, it's really not going to be a very fun time for you. So you want to just try to avoid those as much as possible. Like, even over there, it still took half of our shields, and bear in mind, our shields, if you look at it, we have almost 400 shields, and that is before you take into account the fact that your electronics is over here increasing our shield capacity by 60. So that's actually what I might put our next couple of points in, now that I'm thinking about it, for Shepard the next time we get our level up. Now that we've got the fitness maxed out, and then we'll maybe put those last couple into marksman, so that way we can get a little bit more shield, but those things do a lot of damage. That's gonna pretty much be it for this part. There's not gonna be anything under there. You just got your supply container here. You got the turret controls.
Watch out! They have followed us up the elevator.
And then right here, overload. Singularity, sabotage.
Good work on the gun, Shadow Team. Now it's our turn.
Go. Now we just got this last guy who moved up right here, thinking that he's slick. And you got one right here to get on into. Go. And up another elevator. And we are almost to the end here. In case you had to use some first aid or anything there's some metagen.
That's it. We need to clear the Geth and set those charges.
So again, as you can see right here, so I'm gonna use again our assassination so that we can one-shot him. And then as you can see, there's gonna be more. Like I said, it's really for them a lot more about them having numbers and catching you by surprise, because once you kind of get hit with the sabotage, it can
Charges
be hard
set. Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
to take them out if you don't have them sitting still and they're doing their whole jump around every 2 seconds thing. But we handled it pretty well.
All right! Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
And here comes the Normandy. And now they are dropping the bomb off that the Salarians made. And whoever you did not send with the Salarians is gonna be the ones over here with the bomb.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, can you read me?
I read you.
The nuke is almost ready. Get to the rendezvous point, Williams.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Normandy, pick them up.
Get them out of there, Joker. Now!
Negative! It's too hot! Can't risk it! We'll hold them off as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
Good idea.
Up to the AA tower. Move!
So, as you can see now, you won't be able to use either of them. So, for this part, just trying to think. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with Liara and Garrus. So, you will want to watch out here because there's a fight going on there. I don't know why it keeps using my meta drop here. Let's just throw. And there we go. So that was the boss, kind of, quote unquote. The rest of it's just kind of easy guys now. And then as you can see, it will go and close down there if you don't go through it. But we're not going to be rushed. We'll just take our time. So now we'll just continue on doing our thing. And there we are. Get on up this next elevator. And these are the little breeding tubes for the Krogan there. Nothing over here. Nothing over there. We got this crate.
Reinforcements. We better hurry.
Heads up, LT. We just spotted a troop ship headed to your location.
It's already here. There's Geth pouring out all over the bomb site.
I'm coming back.
Hold on, Lieutenant. I'm coming back to get you.
Negative. There's just too many of them. I don't think we can hold them off. I'm activating the bomb.
Just hold on.
Alenko, what are you doing?
I'm just making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what. It's done, Commander. Go get Williams and get the hell out of here.
Screw that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Alenko.
And so this is where you have the second decision to make. And this one, unfortunately, there's no amount of Paragon, Renegade, or speech checking, or decision making that can get you out of it. Someone is confirmed to die in this situation. So you can kind of make the determination for yourself. If you're doing Renegade, what I usually do for Renegade is go and send, whoever you don't care about with the Salarians, and then go back and be selfish and, save whoever's with the bomb and prioritize, humans and things like that to kind of like be true to the character, and then it gets you more Renegade when all of the, when those guys die. But, since we are doing Paragon, and this is usually the way that I go, is I usually save whoever I send with the Salarians as opposed to, saving the person who's setting the bomb off. So we'll be saving Ashley on this one.
Williams, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander,
It's the right choice, and you know it, Ash.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Kaiden. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
Now, what I always kind of thought was interesting about this, right, was like, we have the Normandy, we have a daggone stealth ship. Like, you're telling me that stealth ship can't that's just assumingly just hovering around, can't just, come and blast that Geth dropship and then pick up Kaiden while we go here and then provide us a little air support, but, it is what it is. Chris didn't design the game, so... So we're just stuck with the options that the developers give us, but ultimately I think that they did a pretty good job with this mission. Just with like the sheer amount of like expanding they kind of did on what the plot was going to be, right? Because up until now, basically had no indication that it was anything other than just Saren going and, controlling all this. And being, the puppet master, basically, right? So then, he's got kind of another little... I really need them to stop stepping out in front of me because it's messing with my shots.
We need to move fast, Commander. We can't hold them off here much longer. Watch the corners. Suppressing fire.
Sabotage. Let's just switch to pistol. So as you can see there, it's pretty easy to get through that battle. And there's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Saren Arcturus.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Salarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
So make me understand.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead, but what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
It's not that simple.
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
But it's not working, is it?
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. The Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Tell me about the Geth.
Why are the Geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the Geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion. If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
Tell me about the conduit.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
But you are indoctrinated.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
Join me.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers. We can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. The visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
How can you do this?
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
So we're fighting Saren for the first time here, so we're just gonna, use all of our tech abilities there. And we'll go ahead and also use Overload again, and Dampening, and then we'll do Singularity. Unity to bring Kirrahe's pick. And as you can see, he will go and shoot rockets at you there. But nothing too difficult. And so when you see that red pulse, to me that's supposed to signify the Reapers and Sovereign going and exerting their control over him and getting him to use that power so they could try to take you out. But then they realized that the bomb was about to go off, and that's why they had Saren get out of there. R.I.P. Kaiden.
All right, everybody, hang on!
I can't believe Kaiden didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
He was a good soldier.
Alenko knew the risks going in. He gave his life to save the rest of us.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
Don't blame yourself.
It wasn't your call, Williams. I had to choose. I chose you.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm grateful for that. But it should have been me. Alenko was a superior officer. I would have gladly stayed behind.
Don't blame yourself.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, sir. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. Tell me, your visions, have they changed at all? Do you know where the conduit is now?
Something's different.
The vision changed, but it's still not clear.
That is unfortunate. I am afraid our only choice is to go to Pharaoh's. Maybe we will find what we need there.
Good idea.
I'll let Joker know where we're headed. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Do it.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Vermar was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogans serving under him.
We've got bigger problems.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign. A Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine. A true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
You have to believe me.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
You need proof?
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
So, you guys remember a few minutes ago when we were talking to Sovereign and we said, there's a whole galaxy united to stand against you. We're not really looking all that united right now, are we? And that's kind of one of the things that I think they did a good job of showing in this is you kind of notice that even though you've been given your Spectre status and you're being told that you're given autonomy to kind of do whatever it is that you feel is necessary, they're still not taking what you say at face value. Which is kind of what they did when Saren was going and defending himself against your accusations after the first mission, right? Was they just took everything that he said kind of at face value because they trusted him and he was one of their best operatives. Whereas we're kind of knowing that's why they're not really trusting that much of what we're saying, even though the STG group that was with us could also say the exact same things that we said. But anyways, that is actually going to be where we wrap today's episode up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.